Big bugs. Big bugs.
Yeah, no, I get they're big.
Doran, you tie yourself off like last night, too, and hand your end to Jack.
It's a shield of faith, faith, faith. It's a shield of faith, faith, faith.
You want to hold on to me? I'm pretty heavy.
Kraleth, you got to look at your face. What are you seeing?
There's some blobby material.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I think we lost Red.
But I don't wanna.
Doesn't taste all that bad, actually.
And I point Dazan's wand at it, and I try to turn it into a salmon.
Oh.
Whoa.
Looks like your flight just became a fillet.
Welcome back to Dice Shame, episode 108, On the Ropes.
MVP this week is AJ Reardon, who came to us by way of Ye Old Apple Podcast Shop. Hey AJ, this one's for you.
This Saturday, November 6th, is Extra Life, a yearly charity event we do in support of sick kids' hospitals. At midnight at the start of the 6th, Joe and myself will tuck in for the long haul, 24 straight hours of gaming. We'll be doing a ton of PC games, RPGs, and even a live Hot Ones challenge with the cast and crew of Dice Shame and Invictus. If you want to join along, visit our Discord for the live link, and of course, please donate if you can. You can find out how at www.extralife.org/participant/Invictus.
Don't miss it.
All right, shall we do this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you guys think that people listen to the beginning of our show?
What? Huh?
No.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I don't want to start a bad precedent.
Are you talking about listeners or us? Because I definitely don't.
No.
Oh,
Alex just adds quips here and there. No, but I mean, I feel like some people probably just like skip.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%. I think some people hear it, they hear the intro, and then they skip, and then when like sort of music comes in.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because some people on our Discord are like, oh, I love the intro this week.
Yeah.
So funny. And they'll like chat with us about, their recipes for fucking sushi or whatever it is.
Right.
And I feel like that's confirmation bias, right? The people who care about the intros are the people who post about the intros.
Yeah.
But then the people who don't listen to the intros aren't hearing this right now.
They're
so
not.
we can trash talk them.
You suck. Yeah, no, it's good.
Talking about skipping, like, because I think it's a great form of exercise, personally.
Yeah, see, this is where
Thank you,
Alex
Alex.
wasn't paying attention.
No.
Oh,
And now he's trying to, he's like, what? I heard a word. And then,
skipping?
what? I like to keep it short in the summer.
Yeah, I think we should help them out. For anybody who wants to skip the intro, you can jump to 45 minutes into this episode.
Yeah, 45.
45
I get the
minutes.
outro.
There was an episode a
Guaranteed.
time or two ago where there really wasn't an intro. It just sort of went right into the show, and I missed it.
There's been a few of those lately. Yeah.
Do the people who skip ahead, do you think they skip ahead a couple of minutes too far? Like, how do they?
You know what? That's
Yeah,
right.
back up,
We're
back
pulling
up.
an old pranky wanky on them. You know what?
I'm sorry, a pranky wanky?
That's right.
Pranky wanky?
It's a technical term.
Listen, you know what it is. I got
Uh-huh.
that Nirvana kid knows what it is. It's where we prank
Gotcha.
them. So they skip 15 minutes in, and they're like, "What?" And they got to go back.
Oh, should we drop some
Suckers.
fucking relevant shit right here in the
Pranky
middle of
wanky.
an introduction?
Intro
I
fake
want to
out.
bury some important shit in the middle of an introduction.
Oh.
So what's
Be
Red's
like,
secret
okay,
all about
so
anyways?
everyone.
I'm
That's
glad
what
you
I
asked.
mean.
Finally, a straight answer from Harlan.
Red is actually a changeling.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
He's never been a
I thought you were going to say chimpanzee.
that too.
I think we should do an intro where we really reward the people who take the intro seriously, so that if they play the intro backwards, it tells them secret messages.
Race car.
Race car doesn't sound the same.
It's a
back-
palindrome.
Yeah, spell, not sound.
Race
it doesn't
car.
sound the same backwards.
I know, but it's gonna be
Raska.
There.
There's a word for auditory palindromes, and I forget what it is.
How many minutes of
Auditory
this do you think
palindromes.
before nobody listens to any intros ever again?
Oh, about
Good
negative
question.
2 minutes.
We're really punishing the people who stick this out, aren't we?
Would be one of those spoken palindromes. Level.
Level. No, because
Level.
Oh,
I mean, it's slightly different. Level.
This is some Black Lodge shit over here.
Oh my goodness.
And that's the secret message, everyone.
Everyone has to know what their name is backwards, though. I feel like every
Oh,
kid
yeah.
figured it out.
Yeah.
It's,
Right?
Nalra.
Zella.
Trebor.
Nadraj.
I really wanted Jack to or Rob to nervously be like Johannes.
Oh.
Like it comes out and you're like, oh, that's
Johannes
why. It's like, oh yeah, my name backwards is Kieran.
I didn't realize it was going to be that old school a game. I'd have to.
That brings me to an actual topic that I kind of am excited about.
No.
Henry, when he comes back from school, has been talking about the secrets that he and the other kids have been finding on the school grounds.
Yeah, because they have recess, and sometimes they go to the park, and sometimes they go to the field. And the field is a mysterious place.
And the kids are like, there's
There are
a
three
group of
things.
kids that are investigating these secrets, and they find clues.
So he's like, there are 3 things in the field
There's
that
3
we don't
secrets.
know. Says there are signs without signs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming like poles. He's like, there's a spooky path that goes into the woods.
But there's a pylon.
And a
that's
pylon
blocking
that
the way,
says
so
don't
you
go.
can't go
And then
there.
my personal favorite, there's a hole.
How did it get there?
Just picturing like 4 4-year-old kids standing around, hands in pockets, looking down
Being like,
at like a 1 by 1 foot hole that maybe goes down half an inch.
Well, it's nothing unsafe, obviously.
Well,
so
I don't
it's
think
just
it's really a
little
hole.
pothole, right?
I just love the image of him being like, it's a hole, and then being like,
What does it in?
Well,
Maybe it's not even
I
1 by
remember
1
being
foot.
little and thinking the playground was mysterious.
You can't consider the whole in isolation, though. You got to look at the whole.
the hole.
The sum was greater than the holes, right?
We're all a piece of the whole.
This is the point of the episode where Alex compares himself to a 4-year-old.
and realizes how
there's
many
a hole
similarities.
on my lawn. It's only this big. It's better than $1 or a toonie.
$1.
Okay, so maybe an inch or two
Americans
wide,
don't know what
okay,
a toonie is.
It's like
diameter.
a big quarter.
Oh yeah, like a toonie.
And my point is though, when it rains, like water doesn't just flow. It like goes down this hole. I have no idea what's going
How
on with
deep
this
is
little
the hole?
We're bringing
How
Henry
deep
over.
Deep enough
He is the
that
hole
it's
man. He
dark.
is gonna figure this
How
shit
deep is
out.
the hole? How deep is your hole? I really need to learn.
'Cause we're living in a world of holes, filling those holes.
I suddenly
And
feel
you
really
know
good about
that
myself
they
when you guys say that you don't recognize a song that I'm singing because I have no idea what you guys are singing.
You
right
don't
now.
know that song?
I do, but it sounds nothing like what it does.
Na, na, na,
The Bee Gees?
na, na.
How deep is your love?
I know.
Sounds
It
exactly.
sounds nothing like that.
Yes, it does.
Harlan's going to splice
my
in
opinion.
a bit of the Bee
For
Gees
real.
right here, and
Yeah.
we'll let the audience decide for themselves. How's that sound?
How deep is your love? How deep is your love?
No, that's not how it goes, Alex.
I really need to know, 'cause we're living in a world of love. Da, 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 da,
Yeah, but that part has words.
da, 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 da. That's exactly that. Right, Justin?
Yes,
Back me up
that
here.
is exactly that.
Yeah.
Note for
I think the truth is Alex just doesn't know the song.
I do.
I love how you guys make fun of me for not knowing how songs go.
We were
Clearly,
talking about a hole, guys.
that
Can we
song
please
doesn't-
get back to business?
Yeah,
Ah, yes, the
Talking
hole.
about the 2-inch diameter hole
So where do you think the hole goes, Alex?
Underground.
to an alternate dimension.
I think it's a snake house.
Is that like
Snake
not
house.
day but a night dimension?
Snake House sounds like a leather
An
bar.
alternate dimension?
Snake House.
Oh, let's pick at my nose hairs, okay? An alternate dimension.
A what?
Ooh.
He's picking his nose hairs so violently,
Dimension
Alternate
door.
dimension.
and he's just flicking them onto the floor.
It's like this.
Yeah,
Get into
People do
character.
that?
Boing,
Or is
boing,
it just
boing, boing, boing.
Alex?
Only people with long nose hairs pull them.
I get long nose hairs sometimes.
Do you pull them
It depends.
Do you do them on camera around your friends?
with sound
To be
effects?
fair,
You're not my friends. To be fair, I hate you all.
To be fair,
To be fair.
fuck you guys. All right, should we play some D&D?
Yeah, let's
can't
play
wait.
some
Let's
D&D.
do it.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I got to say, I appreciate when Alex does stuff like that because it brings me right into role-playing with Doran. Because I 100% could see Doran doing the exact same thing. There's a lot that's different between these two
It's
people.
very in character.
But Doran definitely would be someone who's like, let me just get this nose hair. Oh, that one hurt.
And then be like, why didn't I get the attentions of this lady of the house?
yeah.
The sound of mopey, dragging footsteps descending the stairs towards your breakfast conversation interrupts you.
Damien, how's it going? It's time for burping shale. No more complaining. And Damien's got all these like deep scars all over his back.
Dulcephine says the ship is dragging. We're not traveling as fast as we should be. Something about how it's not handling well or whatever. She asked me to take a look at the hull, but the second shift is about to come on. I could really use a nap. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Red, you owe me one, man.
I don't owe you shit, but I like you, and I'll do it for you because I want to on my own volition, not because I owe you anything.
All right, easy, buddy.
You getting to spend time with Shale is the best gift I can give you, really.
He looks at Shale with just a hint of fear in his eyes. Can you just climb down there, please, and see what's going on underneath?
You know,
of course. Sure.
I could use a break from all this sitting. I'll come too.
Cool.
Dwarves known for their climbing speed.
Maybe I'll hold the rope.
Yeah.
So Damien finds his way to his bunk and just like puts a big blanket over himself and curls up and is dead to the world within 35 seconds.
Oh, sounds good.
That was exactly 35 seconds, Jack.
You guys go up on deck.
Yeah, I think Red climbs up on deck, and I think as he does, he touches a little bit of wine dripping out of a wine-skin Dorn left on the floor and casts icy mantle over himself just in case he should fall, assuming that he's going to have
thousands of meters
to climb somewhere.
Yeah, so the idea is that there's something on the underside of the ship that needs
Oh.
to be investigated. So you can climb your way down there with the assistance of some of the ladders, if you like.
Oh, here, Kraloth, tie this off to something. And Red ties a rope around his waist.
All right.
Doran, you tie yourself off like last night, too, and hand your end to Jack.
Yeah, of course. Well, Jack, I think you might want to tie this end off. I don't... you want to hold on to me? I'm pretty heavy. I'm like 300 pounds.
Yeah, I think that's what these moorings are for on the side. If you wrap the rope around a couple of times and then you can hold on to this end, you get...
Oh.
It's simple machines.
Whee! Red jumps off, hoping that... And Kraloth's like frantically trying to tie it quickly. It's like, hold on! Do it. And like it goes taut just as Red like hits the apex of the rope and just starts swinging off and like snaps back underneath.
Yeah.
Dorian, did you say you're 300 pounds?
Just kidding.
Okay, I was going to say, aren't you
Pure
like
gristle.
4'5"?
Oh, he's thick.
He's chunky.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm 150 pounds.
Yeah, plus armor,
No, wait.
of course. That's like...
I have Jack's weight as more than Doran.
Yeah, but he's taller, man. So we got Red over. Who else is going? Doran's going down.
Yeah, Doran climbs over, and with knowing that there's a mission, the height is not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he climbs down the ladder. He's tied off.
All right, so Doran's on a ladder, dangling and tied off.
Yeah.
Red is just tied off to a rope
Yeah.
around his middle.
Yeah.
And he's dangling.
You're using
Yeah.
like your claws to kind of...
No, Red jumped off the side and like Kraloth tied it and it snapped straight and he kind of swung to the underside and he just like grabbed the underside of the hull with his claws. And now he's actually backtracking a little bit.
The whole ship would have kind of done like a little bit of like a...
Just a little...
It leans a little bit
wobble.
with my weight.
yeah, a little wobble from the...
Doran and Red, you see some strange blob-like shapes clinging to the aft of the ship on its exterior, clustered on one side around the rudder.
Oh, here I thought it was going to be ice or something, but it's some blobby material.
Hey, Jack, there's some blobby material.
Now, hold on, don't touch it, Red.
It's bluish and greenish and it's sticky. What is it?
It's just blue, Red.
I'm colorblind. Stop rubbing it in.
Now be careful, don't touch it. That might be one of those living ooze things.
Where?
It's not a bear. Did he say bear? It's not a bear.
No, blue.
Poking your head over the side of the ship, you cannot see these formations, Jack.
Let me
or
see if I can
Kraloth.
describe it. I'll figure it out myself. I'll roll a nature check.
Sure. How far away are you from them?
I'm climbing closer, like
30 feet?
15 feet.
20
Yeah.
feet?
I feel like I'm like now on Doran's side and we're approaching together just with my
Mm-hmm.
long rope.
So the runners, the skis underneath the ship, Doran's standing on the runners.
10.
So, Red, there's at least a dozen of these things stuck to the exterior of the ship. They're all like a little bigger than Kieran. in their recent golden retrieval form, so like medium size, small to medium sized.
Small to medium-sized, bluish, apparently.
They're black
black blue.
and ovoid, shot through with veins of thick blue, and as you stand there, one of them wiggles.
Wiggling. I don't know if that's normal, but wiggling.
Red. They're living. They're living.
They seem to be stuck to the ship with some kind of stringy adhesive, and then you hear an angry thrumming noise.
Uh-oh.
And a big, dark, insectoid face appears from around the other side of the ship.
Oh.
Its mandibles open and close rhythmically, and it crawls along the underside of the ship towards you, revealing sharp, segmented legs, a swollen abdomen covered in dark bristles crusted over with frost, and two pairs of glossy purplish wings, agitated, buzzing, and pulsing.
Oh.
Another crawls around from the other side, and a third hums through the air straight at you.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh.
What?
Big bugs. Big bugs.
Everyone roll for initiative.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ba-boop-bee-ba. All right, Red, what'd you get?
11.
Doran?
8.
Jack, what'd you roll?
13.
Kraloff, what'd you get?
11.
Great. Did you want to go before or after Red?
I'll go after.
All right, Jack, you go first.
Mommy and Daddy are angry.
What?
We got bugs, Jack. We got bugs.
Jack can see the one that's flying, but everyone else and these blobs and the other two are all in full cover.
I think the first thing I want to do is just try and study it, figure out what the heck kind of big insect are those eggs it's laid at the back. What's going on? Are these a hive? Are they what?
Yeah, roll nature. It would be a nature for show.
What am I looking at? That's a natural 20 for 31.
Nice.
Oof.
Yeah, you've seen an illustration of one of these in a book, and you remember the article alongside it pretty much exactly. It didn't go into great depth,
Yeah.
but you know that these are some kind of intelligent wasp. Based on their coloration, this is probably their egg-laying season, and you imagine they are probably going to protect these eggs with everything they got. Additionally, you would expect them to have some kind of elemental resistance and vulnerability.
Those are wasps, and I guess it's the middle of the winter that they're laying eggs. I know other wasps start losing their ability to eat, go crazy with hunger.
It's not a wasp, Jack. I'm looking at it. It's not a wasp.
They're huge.
Yeah, no, I get they're big. People name things.
Maybe
dumb.
just attack this one.
You don't have any bug spray, do you?
Yeah, Jack sees this giant wasp with its kind of icy colored wings and takes a shot in the dark and thinks fire's either going to work or it's not, and points a finger and draws the Ild rune, and a bolt of fire shoots out towards this critter. Having already wasted my natural 20 on the... Holy shit, it is a natural 20.
Hey!
Does it
Two in a row.
28 hit?
Oh, I suppose it does.
Well, let's see how they feel about fire damage. 22.
Yeah, I mean, from your perception of this firebolt, it certainly seems to be extra effective.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
The fire just kind of roils over its body the way that paper catches on fire, you know, that like line of smoldering ash, and the creature whirls in the air looking for its attacker.
Yeah, they don't like the heat, guys.
Yeah, and they're wasps. Don't piss them off.
Well, I'll use spicy language because I don't got any.
Yeah.
Jack's going to sort of run down the stairs or try and get somewhere a little bit of cover along the side of the ship and sort of send Kieran ducking back down the stairs into the galley just so he's a little out of the way.
Okay, so Kieran runs below decks, and Jack, you do kind of a similar maneuver.
Yeah, not quite out of the way, but just moving enough to get a little cover from these things, so maybe it's not going to immediately stab me with, I'm sure, is an icy spike.
You hear the buzzing approach of its dual set of wings, and you watch as the creature hoves up above the deck and flies at you with its stinger extended. It's going to try to sting you with the stinger.
Not loving that.
There's a wasp around my head.
10 to hit.
A 10 will miss.
And then one of its arms just curls around the staircase and tries to spike you on its little talon.
Mm-mm.
Fucking 9.
Misses again. Haha.
That's some bullshit. All right, but the other 2 underneath crawl towards Doran and Red.
No.
1 each. All right, Red. The one crawls down the sleigh runner at you and tries to skewer you on its stinger. 18 to hit?
It jabs at me, and I go flying off the runner as the rope goes taut and spins me around to stand back up. That would hit, but my icy mantle shatters because I cast it before I went down.
Oh,
So
that's
rather than like
awesome.
go through my flesh, it pushes me off. I spin around and I'm standing back on the rudder for a second, but the mantle has fallen. And I just look to Doran and I'm like, don't get stung.
Oh, that was good luck.
And the creature's limb stabs at the place in the air where you were, and it misses you with one of its limb attacks.
Cool.
And now are you like wrapped around the runner? Is that sort of how
Just
it
once.
is?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Just once.
A little bit like I'm like just more
Right.
anchored to it.
that's awesome. The other wasp crawls towards you, Doran. That's a natural 1.
Oh, nice.
But with the limb, that's 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
That hits you?
Yeah. So it hits me with the limb, and I kind of lose my balance a bit, and maybe I fall dangling by the rope for just a moment below the runner.
You take 11 piercing damage.
Ow!
Red, it's your turn.
I
Doran
see-
is dangling
Yeah.
below you.
I see Doran falling. He's just like hanging from this rope over like hundreds of feet below. And I'm like, Doran! And I try to move, but the rope that I'm tied to is like
Yeah.
wrapped around this thing. So I'm like, I grab my dagger. I just cut it free and I go without a rope.
Oh,
And like I'm
no.
walking along the runner, sort of balancing, trying to keep straight. And I'm like trying to balance as I'm walking. Doran, take my hand. And I lean forward and I like try to pull him, but he's like swinging back and forth between the runners, and I realize I can't grab him, so I just push him with the end of my bow so that he like is penduluming farther to the other runner.
And these wasps, they're like stabbing at you, so you're like dodging in between their attacks.
And as I give him a good push, I bring my bow back just as I knock an arrow and I fire at the one closest to me.
All right.
Nice.
That'll be a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Wow, they got good AC. All right, we'll try again. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that one hits.
Nice.
11 damage.
Excellent. Kraloth, it's your turn. Kraloth, you see the rope go slack that was attached to Red.
Kraloth sees this happening. Is saying no, and sees it's frayed at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I think we lost Red. I go into kill mode.
Ooh.
I've had party members go down before in the past. So I'm going to run up to this wasp,
Mm-hmm.
try to get its attention. As a bonus action, he's going to cast Shield of Faith on Jack, which is going to give him a +2 bonus to AC.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shield of faith, faith, faith. It's a shield of faith, faith, faith.
Well, I guess it would be nice if this wasp stabs your body.
And he's going to pull out his Mace of Deception, and he's going to try and smash this bug in a wing or something.
Because you gotta have mace.
That's good.
Mace.
That's very good.
Baby. All right, let's see. 16 to hit.
No, sir.
Nope. All right, then that's my turn.
All right. Doran, you are dangling from this rope. Red is trying to help you desperately.
With a single arm, he reaches up half the length of the rope and pulls himself up. So he's then able to grab onto the runner. And then with his other arm, one arm on the runner, lifts his entire body back up onto the runner so that he's now straddling it.
Nice.
With that other arm, he retrieves Orc Splitter from his back and he swings at the wasp thingy. I'm going to use a bit of luck here. Does an 18 hit?
No.
Oh my god. These things' ACs are crazy.
The creature just dodges out of your way lightning fast.
Then I swing again.
All right.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Doing 13 damage.
Excellent.
Nice. Yeah! Teamwork, Doran!
Yeah, it was because of the
I know!
Thank you.
You lodge Orc Splitter into the chitin behind this creature's wing, and just a
Yeah.
spurt of insect blood squirts out.
Goo.
Nice.
Ew.
Jack, it's your
Ew.
turn. You are being menaced by one of these giant wasps, and Kraloth is right there with you.
Yeah, I don't like this wasp in my face one bit, and so I like. There's an instinctive want to push it away, but while I push outward with my hand, I push out mentally with all of my telekinetic strength and try and push this thing back away from me towards the flame that's keeping the balloon full of hot air.
Sure, yeah.
Strength saving throw.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Oh, it don't move.
Mm-mm. It's staying right there.
It's staying right
Is it-
there, huh?
What else? What else do you do?
Not cool.
What
Surely
now?
there must be something else.
It's true.
Surely.
I will then pull out the Spellguard sphere and grip it tightly in my hand as it fills with Lathander's holy sunlight and tries to evaporate the soul out of this creature. And I toll the dead as this clear bell-like sound rings out. That's a wisdom saving throw, 16.
2.
Hey, that's the number I'm looking for.
2 is smaller than 16.
Is it? Wonderful.
How much damage?
Wonderful what they're doing with numbers nowadays, isn't it? Wonderful stuff.
12 necrotic damage.
Yeah, the creature's mandibles just slow their clicking, and then its eyes sink deep within its little chitinous carapace, and the wings just break, and its body collapses on the deck. You've killed it.
Wow.
Good job, Jack.
All right, the other 2 bugs are still alive.
Doran, are you good?
There's 2 more of these waspy things.
The wasp that you are attacking with Orc Splitter tries to stab you with its stinger, like puncturing the runner, I imagine. Kind of like, what's the name of that spider in Lord of the Rings?
Shelob.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony Shalhoub.
It's like Tony Shalhoub in that it's puncturing the runner with its long stinger, and like Doran's trying to get out of the way. Does it get you with a 19?
Yes.
The sting lances into your flesh, Doran.
Ow.
You take fucking 5 piercing damage,
I hope I don't swell.
8 cold damage, and you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw against being poisoned. Do you have advantage on those?
No.
Resistance to poison saving throws against poison.
There you go. So what'd you get?
15.
All right, you're fine.
Doran, no!
Ow.
I mean, you just got stabbed, so you're not like fine. And then the creature again swipes out one of its long, spindly legs with its sharp talon and tries to stick you with another 19.
Oof.
Oh, that one hits as well.
13 piercing damage. It's got you cornered now. I feel like you're on the very end of the sleigh runner, and the creature is menacing you, and you're trying to keep your balance while this creature is also attacking. And then the other one attacks you, Red, with a 14 with its stinger.
No!
Yeah, so it misses you with its little sword talon. Red, what do you do?
Oh, thank goodness.
Red sees Doran take 2 juicy hits from the wasp, and he says, No! Doran! He turns his bow towards the creature that's engaged with him, and he says, Get out of here! And I fire with a 22.
That hits?
6 damage. Then he runs along the runner to Doran, and since he has fleet of foot, he does not take an attack of opportunity. And as he's running, he's firing his bow at the one engaged with Doran with a 22 to hit. Stay away from him!
Excellent.
20 damage.
150 damage.
Kraloth, your turn.
Kraloth is going to do something crazy. He's going to grab onto the frayed rope, gonna tie it around himself. I'll be praying to Cullum for Jack, but please say a prayer to Lathander as well. And he's going to jump over the side
What?
and pull his ripcord on his balloon pack and push
Ooh.
himself out so that he has more of a view of the side of the airship.
Cool thinking.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that.
Cool.
So yeah, the length of the cord is about 40 feet that you're attached to, and you float 40 feet away horizontally from this airship.
Yeah. And I think eventually if the airship's moving forward, I'm going to be kind of behind it. So I'll be able to see the rudder.
For sure. And you see Red and Doran fighting these two wasps. You see the one wasp has cornered Doran on the end of the runner. It's trying to pick him up almost.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Of course.
Of course.
The slow moving stalker
and I'll
weapon.
do it as just a level 2.
Great.
And my scythe appears next to the wasp. Is there a way that I can attach it to the boat somehow so it's not
Stick it on the rudder.
it just like flies past it in one round?
Yeah, absolutely.
As I get out, I cast Spiritual Weapon and create my scythe right next to the wasp that's attacking Doran, and it swings with a 20 to hit.
Yep, that
Nice.
hits.
All right.
Hey.
And it's going to deal
Let's
a
go,
whopping-
Scythe. Let's go.
Woof, woof.
10 points of damage.
Excellent. Yeah, this ghostly, luminous scythe whooshing comes down. And Kraloth, your vantage point gives you an excellent view of the side of the boat as these eggs begin to shudder and burst open.
Oh, I should have gone after the eggs.
You hear this repulsive, wet, cracking sound, and these wasps' young crawl forth, hungry, looking for a blood meal.
Blood
With
meals.
gossamer wings, they stretch and launch unsteadily into the air, unwinding a curled, probing mouth part.
Ah, shit.
And they fly towards you.
We got babies.
Ew, look at their curled, probing mouth parts.
Kraloth, you got to look at your face. What are you seeing?
A lot of bugs.
There's about a dozen of them. It's Doran's turn.
Doran's going to take a big, hard swing at the adult wasp that's in front of him.
Mhm.
And hopefully that's not going to hit with a 19.
It does.
It does.
Nice.
It
Oh,
does.
Nice.
19 hits.
Well done.
You got it.
oh thank
We
you.
found the AC, everyone.
We did it. And that's going to do 18 damage.
Excellent.
Nice.
And again, he's going to attack. Oh, nah. This is 16, which misses.
Yep. You miss. All right. Top of the round. Jack Page.
Jack runs up the stairs up to the poop deck and tries to peer over to see if the extra height sort of gives him a bit of an angle to see what's going on down below.
No, you can't see anything. You see Kraloth stretched out on his tether, and you see his lovely balloon pack, and you see the panic on his face, but you don't see any of the combatants.
I ready a spell for as soon as I can see some critter. And
Kieran, no.
And I sit there, Dazan's wand ready, half a spell cast, ready to tie the knot in it and pull the
All
trigger.
right.
Boom.
The big bug next to Doran tries to get one last little fight in.
Don't let it, Doran.
20 to hit you.
Dang it. I'm trying here, Red.
It hits you again with his
What?
stinger.
Is there anything I could do? Can I, leap out of the way?
No,
Can't dodge, eh?
that's not how AC works.
No, that's right.
You can't just be like, but I run away.
But I don't wanna.
You can't hit me. You can't hit me.
For some reason, it feels different because I'm standing on this, balance beam. You know what I mean? But,
Mhm.
no, yeah, you're right. So that hits. What sort of damage are we looking at here?
You take 7 piercing damage.
It's pierced me.
You take 8 cold damage.
Oof.
Hey, it's cold
And
damage.
you must succeed on a constitution saving throw again as this creature injects you with some kind of poison.
Kill that thing, Doran.
Don't like that one bit.
That's going to be another 15.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, you're fine.
Phew.
But then it tries to stab you with its arms.
Arm stab.
What? Arm stabbers?
15, you're fine.
No, I say as he misses me with his arms.
No.
This final wasp launches itself up at the tantalizing, dangling cleric,
Aha!
flies all the way over to you, and in doing so activates Jack's.
I finish the spell, and I point Dazan's wand at it, and I try to turn it into a salmon.
Oh.
Can it make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Ooh,
Can't wait to see this
That's
fish
funny.
flop out of the air.
That's a 3.
Polymorphed into a salmon. Goodbye. I said good day.
That's great. Some farmer.
Some farmer.
I feel like it happens in like a really comical way where it's like
it's like a needle is coming right for Kraloth's head, and then it just whoop, and this fish just
And he slaps
it's
him in
like
the face.
balls.
it wiggles in the air for 3 seconds and then
Yeah.
Now some clever quip, Kraloth.
Oh shit. I never tried fly fishing, but I think I like it.
You know what? We waited for it, but it was really good. I liked it.
Red, it's your turn.
How clustered together are all these little waspies?
They're fairly clustered together right now. I would say they make up about a 10-foot cube and
Brilliant.
they're all flying at you.
Red pulls out a special arrow and he pulls back ready to fire. I'm going to use my advantage on this attack, but first I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns. Hail of Thorns will
Welcome
hit
to
any...
show Hail of Thorns.
Yeah, I've had the spell for a long time, and I've never used it because it works in very specific circumstances.
Like
the next
when
time I hit a
hell
creature with a
wasps-
ranged attack before the spell ends, it creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from my ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect, it targets each creature within 5 feet. They must make a dex saving throw, and they take some damage or half as much and all that kind of stuff. And I'm also going to cast it at a level 2.
Okay.
Hey.
So I'm going to use my inspiration to see if this hits.
Yeah.
That would be a 21 to hit.
Oh, yes.
So all of them must make a dexterity saving throw.
All of them?
The target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet. Yeah, you said they're all within a 10-foot square. So every little guy makes a dex saving throw.
All right, here we go.
So the DC was 14.
So half of them fail the save.
Nice.
Well done.
Way to go, Red.
So first off, the one that I'm attacking, let's say that's one that failed.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take 27 damage.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
That's the one that gets hit by the arrow?
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Your arrow flies, lands in this baby wasp creature, and it just explodes. It showers little pieces of baby wasp everywhere.
Gross.
And then every other one that failed, the other 5 take 15 damage.
They all also explode.
And then all the remaining take 7 damage.
They all also explode.
So everything explodes.
all
in
of
this-
them explode in a hail of thorns.
That's 6 seconds and 15 arrows take out 15 wasps. That's pretty slick.
That's awesome.
What baby wasps?
Red, bug zapper.
I only see a salmon.
Nice. Are the other ones hatched, or that was only one that hatched?
No, that was all 12 of them are hatched.
Amazing.
They
Perfect.
all hatched and they were like,
What's this bright world all about? Oh, look, our first meal. Ah, bleh.
Deal with it. Wasps
Our
suck.
first meal.
And then I'm going to attack again. That would be a 15 to hit.
no, you miss. Kraloth, you're up.
Good use of AoE, friend.
Thank you.
All right, let's use my spiritual weapon to attack the remaining fly.
Mm-hmm.
My scythe swings valiantly and fails miserably. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the last fly, and it has to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
8.
Oh, it's going to take some D. It's going to take some D.
Ooh.
All right.
Right in the butt.
All right, we got
The bee.
7
that's
plus 4, so 11 points of damage.
Yeah. What does it look like when you kill the last wasp?
Oh my
Nice.
god. Its stinger is throbbing and pulsing and still has a little bit of Doran's blood on it. I think it's the one attacking
Mhm.
Doran, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going in for another round. This one seems to be very effective at its tactic. And right as it is going for Doran's left eye, white light begins to emanate from its thorax, and its wings hesitate for a moment before it explodes in a shower of guts and ichor all over Doran that kind of freezes and cools the skin. It's actually kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. So, Kraloth, you are tethered to this ship floating along behind it.
Yeah, I guess Kraloth's just kind of hanging out behind, and The moment kind of settles over him, and he feels for the first time a sense of peace being up high.
And then Red starts reeling him back in.
Oh,
I think Red's climbed back up and he's like pulling you back in. Come on.
oh.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, and once he gets back on deck, Kraloth gives Red a big hug.
Oh, what's that for?
I thought I lost you there. When the rope was frayed, I feared the worst, and
Hey, you couldn't get rid of me even if you tried, bud. I'm here for the long haul.
good that you're still around. We thought I'd lost you.
I feel like Doran one arm muscles up onto the deck of the boat just to show that he
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
still.
Just covered in guts. Sorry about that, Doran. I killed a lot of baby wasps all over you.
Yeah, that's okay. You know what? I'm not really that upset because it doesn't taste all that bad, actually.
Oh,
Oh my God.
ew.
Does it not? And Kraloth takes a finger and just wipes it down your
No.
cheek.
Oh, don't do it, Kraloth. That's terrible. Don't. Oh, God. No.
Ooh. Oh,
See,
yeah, you're
it's
right.
not bad. Not too bad, is it?
Maybe I could include this in some sort of flambe.
All right, what the hell? When in Rome, let's try it, Jack.
You guys are
I
disgusting.
feel like we all try it, and then we
Oh.
just turn to Jack, and Jack's like, I think I'm gonna feel allergic. His like face is just like 3 times this big.
He's allergic to ice wasp. The days continue to pass, turning into night, turning into days, and you re-enter the valley of Kedru, covered in ice. It's nearing the end of night all when you find your location on the horizon.
Was a close call there for a minute. Thank you once again to our wonderful Patreon supporters, Christopher Ryan Evans, Merlin, Mitchell Cadwell, Ashley and JB, Michael and Brianna Weber, Colin Burkhart, Daniel, Doug, Jessica Orrit, Jonah Goldman, and Mari Kaneski. See you soon!
I never tried fly fishing, but I think I like it.
I like that. That's good. That's a good
Very
addition.
good.
That's
I just
good.
want the
Funny.
end of episode of the compilation of all the fish jokes. That's
Yeah, all the different takes.
It's official. Not very efficient. Looks like your flight just became a fillet. Salmon, you got smoked.
Thanks for taking the opportunity, Jack.